Beyond Blue is a deep water ocean exploration game where players get to experience the vast underwater world that exists right here on this very planet. You get to play as Mirai, who is a research scientist, and she and her crew are going to be listening in to the creatures and the sounds of the ocean and experiencing it in a way that has never been done before. All of the science that actually goes into Beyond Blue and that the player is experiencing is based on the real world, as are all of the environments and creatures that you'll be getting to interact with. We were approached by the BBC a number of years ago to do a game that went hand in hand with the very, very popular documentary series Blue Planet 2. And so that gave us an unprecedented access to not just footage that people have never seen before, but scientists in order to bring their real-world experience into the video game. So throughout the game, we have what we call Ocean Insights. Ocean Insights are these mini documentaries that players will have the chance to unlock and then learn a little bit more about what it is that they're doing within the game. These mini documentaries are about 2 to 2.5 minutes long and start to introduce players to people like Dr. Mandy Joy, who is our lead scientific advisor and is one of the world's leading experts on the microorganisms and communities that exist in some of the deepest parts of the ocean. We also had an embedded scientist with our team that worked with us hand in hand and was part of our daily stand-ups. She was able to advise our artists and animators to how creatures move, how they interact with their environment, and even what their scale is to the player model. So that way we were trying to represent things as accurately as possible. At Eline Media, we like to use what we call an inclusive development process. When we're partnering with organizations and groups like the scientists that we worked with to create Beyond Blue, we want to make sure that we're not making a game for them, but we're making a game with them. These are people that have got stories to tell and experiences to share, and the best way that we think we can do that is embedding them as part of the team as much as possible. When we're making these games, we're looking to them for their expertise, for their knowledge, and for their passion. And when we're able to take and translate those things into a video game, we feel that we're offering our players a little bit more than the standard video game experience, and hopefully opening up their world and their eyes just a little bit more so they can start interacting and thinking about things a little bit differently than when they were before they started to play the game. We set Beyond Blue 10 to 15 years in the future, and we tried to create a game that was both inspirational and aspirational. We know that at this current time, our world is on the brink. We have the ability to potentially walk back some of the effects of climate change, and we want to inspire and give people a hopeful view of what the future could look like if they decide to take action. And so while we're not necessarily trying to get up on a soapbox, we want to make sure that people have as broad of an understanding as possible to what personal impact they can have. We've already started to see some great things being done by our player base as they've come together to bring awareness and donations to some great ocean conservation efforts that are out there in the world today. That's all we could have ever asked for Beyond Blue, but we're so excited that people are playing it, enjoying it, and thinking a little bit more about the world that we exist and live in.